Hey guys, thank you so much for tuning into this week's episode of the Real Estate Talk Show, Home Buying 101 with Sebastian Cordoba, Mr. Clear to Close. Guys, this week I'm super excited because investors, please pay attention. I have the first brokerage, okay, who's first bought, invested, and sold properties within co-living space, right? So please give a big round of applause. Tenemos a Clara Arroyave from from Co-Living Cash Flow. So please give a big round of applause.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Sebastian, for having me. I'm so happy to be here. An honor.
You're welcome. No, thank you so much for coming. I appreciate it. And I know you guys are super busy, so thank you so much for coming.
My pleasure. Happy to talk about co-living all you want.
Yes. So again, co-living cash flow. Absolutely excited about it. And before we jump right into this topic and understand, why this method is so crucial, important, and beneficial for landlords and investors, right? Let's learn a little bit about Clara, right? How did you get into it? How long have you been in the business?
I'm an immigrant, as many of you are watching this show, originally from Colombia, Colombiana.
Que viva.
And I moved here to do a business school, so I was a student a long time ago. And then I was literally shocked by the real estate prices in the city, in Boston, in Cambridge, how much it was required to have to rent an apartment. So not only you have to rent an apartment, but you have to pay first, last, security, and broker fee. And in many cases, not only mine, when you move here, you don't know that you, A, the prices, B, what you have in your country or your currency is not equal to the dollar. So you have to adapt your expectations. So I learned all that when I moved here back in the day. And after I graduated from business school, I have two other companies also in technology for real estate.
Wow, okay.
In the first one, I learned all the demands for a lot of people that come here that don't have either a social security or a credit score and how they can rent an apartment. So I learned absolutely all about the needs for housing.
Okay.
And in the second one, I learned all about the supply. So I met all the property managers, developers, and brokers, and how do they advertise. And in the third one is all co-living, where you put together the demand for housing from all sorts of the spectrum versus the supply and how it's better for both of them.
Amazing.
So
amazing. Wow. So big round of applause.
A decade in the making.
Yes. But that is amazing. So, just to recap, basically, a co-living cash flow, right? Your property, what you guys do is you guys help investors, buy these properties. And then what you were explaining to me is how they can increase their rental cash flow.
Correct.
Okay.
So let's say you're a property owner here in Marlboro, Hudson, anywhere, and you have a multifamily or a traditional triple decker.
Okay.
Right. And in the triple decker, you have what, 3-bedroom, 1-bathroom, maybe 3-bedroom, 1-bathroom, or something like that. And when you have 3-bedroom, 1-bathroom, you have one specific rent. What is the rent here for a 3-1?
So good question. Let's say for a 3-bedroom, they're around $2,800. They could easily be $2,800.
Okay.
Maybe,
not really. Wow.
Maybe, so for example, a single family could be a little bit higher. So I know a single family here for a 3-bedroom could go for $3,200, $3,300.
Okay.
Yeah, depends, yeah.
But what happens? So you have, again, three units and $2,800. What happened instead of you having the $2,800? You put furnish every bedroom, right, in that apartment, and you live by the room, let's say $1,300 by the room, all utilities included and furniture, so $1,300 times 3.
Yeah, that's what, 26 and 39? Yeah, 3,900.
Okay, exactly. So what is the difference between 28 and 33?
Oh, that's 1,100, yeah.
Okay, so...
Oh, 39. 39.
Exactly. So once you divide that, so once you live by the room, let's say at the same 12 months, two people that work here in the hospital or work here in the school, they don't want to sometimes, get a 3-bedroom apartment. They just want the room for work and simple life. Once you divide that and live by the room to one different person, and they don't have to be friends, well, they become friends, that's the good thing. And you do that for the whole triple decker, you are instantly having $3,000 to $5,000 more in rent in your same property.
Wow.
While helping the people that don't want or for whatever reason cannot afford a 3-bedroom apartment or a studio.
Excellent.
Make sense?
That makes complete sense. So what you're saying is instead of you just focusing on renting out each unit, now we're specializing in renting out each room.
Correct.
Where now you're maximizing the potential usage of each room.
Correct. And you're serving a big portion of the population. Either, hey, I just graduated from school and I'm paying my student loans. I want to have lower my cost and do it this way. Or I just got a job. I'm new in town. I want to stay here for a year until I get my bearings. There are many situations that don't have to be bad situations. It's just young professionals, grad students, new in town that want a 6-month lease, 12-month lease, whatever amount of lease you're happy with, that want a place that is flexible, all inclusive, and any area that have that convenience that the other real estate market do not allow.
Wow.
But if you are the owner of that property, or let's say you and 3 friends decided to buy the triple decker, you are cash flowing, you're paying the mortgage, and you told me all the interest rates are really high.
Yes.
And you're helping a really good sort of people. So what I do is teach them how to do it.
Okay. The investors.
Teach the investors, teach the property owners, and encourage friends and people to buy and invest as well. And if you have a triple decker that you don't want to deal with it, I can introduce you to property managers that will do it for you.
Amazing, amazing. So now you don't have to worry so much about, hey, I have all these more tenants that I have to keep track of, right? No, you have a property manager that can help you do it.
Yes, and it's all technology. It's all in the back of your phone. It's all really easy
So it almost sounds like this all new technology, almost like the famous Airbnb that we hear about, except this is more, it sounds more lucrative. Living.
It is, and it's way more risky.
Okay.
Well, excuse me, less risky, because that is not less, it's way less risky.
Okay.
Way, because you don't have extra regulations. You don't have extra taxes that short-term rental has.
Oh, okay.
And you don't have to pay extra regulations, and it's not transing people. Meaning, when you have an Airbnb, yeah, you have more work and more cleaning, but you also are, oh no, they're going to put a bad review on my property, and you're
right. Your rate
and
is
in
going
this
to go
case,
down.
leases are longer, 4 months, 6 months, 9 months, you name it. So the people that stay there for a longer time. Your work as an owner is way less. It's just click and collect, pretty much one things are all set. So and the revenue is equal the same.
Amazing,
Yeah.
amazing. This
So
is good.
I'm bringing a lot of Airbnb investors to the co-living space.
I love it. I love it.
Also
So,
beneficial for community. I know, but we're in Massachusetts has a housing crisis.
yeah, so I was going to ask, it sounds like, the most beneficial piece for landlords and investors is they're going to be able to cash flow a lot better, right? So explain to us a little bit, what are the benefits for the community?
Benefits, absolutely. So we're in a housing crisis, and many people cannot find a decent, nice place to live, right? And it's good for the employers. Let's say you own a beautiful studio, you own many things, and you cannot find employers or employees that can, with your salary, live near work. These allow people or new employees to work flexible near to the job they can afford and the job where they can make the numbers work. So it's good for business owners. It's good for small business owners that can have people, their staff, their team, their crews can be near work, not have to commute 1 to 3 hours away because they cannot afford a place to live. So it's good for them as well.
Okay.
And attracts the talent and attracts people that think about access to opportunity. Hey, and I remember having many students and clients, hey, I just got this scholarship and I'm going invited to study, but I cannot afford a place to live in the area that you are. But when I say, hey, I got invited to do an internship in this channel and it's going to change my career, and now I can afford to live here because I found a room, for that 1,100, 1,200, whatever amount, that allows me to fulfill my dream, to fulfill my career and next step. So it's
have your own room too. I mean, it's your own room.
Yeah, of course. You share the common areas as in a regular dorm, you will in a regular place.
Yep.
Kitchen and common areas, but it's nothing out of the extraordinary.
Yes. Wow. I love it. I love it. That's amazing. So again, I'm sure all these notepads are filled up. Please, big round of applause. This is good information.
Thank you.
So, aside from that, Clara, I mean, what else do you think is important with this model, right? What's something that you think everyone should kind of think about or maybe ask more questions about?
Sure. When you are the owner, you set up your property the way you want, any way. So the lease terms are the one that you want to set. So there is really no risk. Don't think about people that live by the room as people that is less than you or like the strangers, like weird. It's more normal than you might think. Okay. So forget about the fears and embrace the new, because the new is going to make you 2 times more money.
I like that. I like that a lot. I should trademark that. I like that. So amazing. Thank you so much.
Oh, my pleasure.
And I appreciate it again. So I know we're very like-minded because we definitely focus a lot of giving back to the community, educating and making sure that if anybody has questions, or wants to get involved, they have the right resources, right? That they can reach out
Correct.
to.
Always.
So, before we leave these beautiful people, please, leave us with one last tip, one last piece of advice. But more importantly, what's the best way that we can reach out to you?
I think below you can find me, colivingcashflow.com. Every Thursday at 1 p.m. I hold a free webinar. Just come join me. I'll answer any questions you might have. And the fear sometimes is what set you back, but it doesn't help you move forward. So let's move forward together. Thank you for having me.
Awesome. No, thank you so much. That was awesome. I appreciate it. We'll see you soon.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, mi gente, thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. We learned a lot of good information. And again, please like it, comment, share, subscribe, and let's talk some real estate.